My son is 41 years old, and my grandkids are 19, 16, 8, and 7.
Do you know where they live?
Yeah, 2 blocks from me.
Wow, gosh. How long ago did you meet your wife?
I met my wife at Jack in the Box when I came from North Carolina, Marine Corps.
Wow. Hello.
Hello.
I called earlier about bringing my.
Alrighty. Let's start off just by introducing yourself.
My name's Adam Facundo, owner of A&A Automotive here in San Marcos, Texas, at 169 South Guadalupe, San Marcos, Texas. Was born here in San Marcos. I'm a local person.
When were you born?
Here at the hospital, San Marcos Memorial,
How long ago was
1964,
that? Wow.
August.
Let's start off. Tell us a bit about your shop.
Okay, our shop we established the shop in 2012. We do general automotive repair. We basically do all the repairs, alignments, motors, transmission, differentials, rebuild carburetors. Basically a general auto repair shop. We do tires, brakes, the overall general auto repair.
And you started 2003?
2012.
12, okay.
Yeah,
That's
2012 is when we're established.
So, gosh, how old were you then?
I am 61 years old to this day.
So you were 48 when you opened the store?
2012, well, you take 61 and you take 2012, that's 15 years ago? What's it, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It's about, let me see. Not 2012, 2002, 2026 minus, that's 14 years ago, so 61, 14, that's 47 years old.
Okay, cool. And why do you start an auto shop?
Because I got fired from the job that I worked at.
Where'd you work at before?
I worked at Luke Wester Automotive. He guaranteed me a contract, and he recanted on the contract and set me up to fail and run me off the same day and set a trap.
How long had you been with them?
I had been off and on with him for about 7 years.
Wow. God.
Yeah, so yeah, he set a trap to have me arrested, and
What for?
yeah, for to get rid of me.
Wow.
So
Gosh.
it didn't work. Customer
Badly.
and the CPA, I knew that I didn't steal from nobody, and everybody in this town knows I don't steal, and I won't try to help people the best I can. Like I said, I'm a local person, and so I decided I had no other choice but to. I didn't want to open a shop. Didn't really. It's not my venture to own a shop or be a shop owner. Just was blue collar all my life and didn't expect it, but it happened.
Where does the name come from?
Just out of the sky. We wanted another automotive name. It wasn't available, so we just grabbed it out of the sky.
Fair enough. So is the A is for
Nothing.
nothing?
Nothing. Nothing.
And gosh, what's the name of the auto shop where you worked for 7 years?
Luke Wester Automotive
Okay.
here in 2409 Hunter Road.
Okay. Do you know if they're still owned by the same
No,
people?
they shut down.
Okay.
They shut down
That's
after
good.
their business was going under when that was already going under when I started for him. But
And you say, so how many How many years of your life have you been in the automotive scene? We'll call it?
1983.
1983. What you?
Started working for Youngblood General
Yeah,
Tire.
you were a young man.
Yeah.
What Youngblood or sorry?
Youngblood General Tire in
Okay.
506 North Lamar, Austin, Texas.
Wow. Okay.
They're still around.
Why'd you start there?
Didn't have a car. Didn't have a. I had a friend that would give me a ride, and he's the one that got me the job.
Nice.
So, and I didn't have a place to live, so he gave us a place to live.
So that was 83.
83.
Okay, so was that before or after you joined the Marines?
After.
Wow. Okay. So how long did you work at that?
About 2 years because
Okay.
they didn't. They had issues with people that didn't have any educations. You were going nowhere at that company with no means of promotions, no means of anything. They controlled everything, and when I found out how they operated the business, I didn't feel that I belonged there.
And gosh, so what you left there? 85.
I left there and I went to Davis Tire.
Okay.
Worked for Davis Tire for 17 years.
Wow. Okay.
And then they shut down all the locations and left me looking for a job.
I see. So
They shut down.
okay, so you after leaving the Marines, you briefly worked at your first automotive job.
I was working during the automotive during my Marine Corps career
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I was in Austin at the reserve unit in Austin, Texas. So I only had to do the weekend
Sure.
and 2 weeks out of the year. So the rest of the time was full-time work.
I see. Wow. So through the 80s and 90s, you worked at, or what's the name of the store you stayed at for so long?
Davis Tire.
Davis Tire.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's try and go back to your younger days. Why'd you initially join the armed services and in the niche that you chose?
I ran away from home. Yeah, I ran away from home, and I had no other option but looking for a bed to sleep on. So the Marine Corps was available, and I joined the Marine Corps.
Wow. How old were you when you joined?
17 years old.
And you were there for 2 years?
I was in the Marine Corps for 8 years.
For 8 years. So it was part-time on the weekends?
No, my recruiter didn't. My recruiter knew that I was running, and he didn't want me to. He took interest in me, what they're not supposed to do, and he would take me to during the time that I was getting ready to go to the Marine Corps. He was prepping me for the test to make sure I had good scores and had the ability to get a different job in the Marine Corps. So then he took me and took me to as a part of his family, and he would take me to his mom and dad's house to visit them, and then made me realize that I was just running from that. I did want to join the Marine Corps from the time I was a little boy, but he knew that I was running, so he didn't want me to go active duty.
I see.
He knew that it wasn't the right thing, so he wanted me to go reserve. He says, "I want you to go reserves and see." And it was kind of the best thing that ever happened. That he, Sergeant Maldonado, Marine Corps recruiter.
Are you still in touch with them?
No, we lost touch years and years and years ago. Yeah. So.
And you just stayed in. You worked in Austin all the time?
Worked in Austin. Like I said, after I got out of the boot camp, they didn't. I didn't have a car, and so I'd walk to work. So, and then kind of try to build myself up, but it just things weren't right, and it was hard because it wasn't making good money, And it was hard to buy a car and hard to pay rent. So
What was the walk to work like?
Walk was pretty tough. Go from, I don't know if you know where Mopac is.
Oh yeah.
And 506 North Lamar, you know where the Capitol is?
From Mopac to the Capitol?
Close to the Capitol.
Okay.
Yeah, I would walk every day.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So you worked there from 17 to what, 24?
To Davis Tire.
Or no, in the Marines.
And the Marine Corps, 17 to 1989. Yeah, to 1989. So I was 1981 to 89.
Okay, sure. And did you say you did or didn't want to join the Marines as a child?
I did want to join the Marine Corps. I was at the junkyard in our hometown in Kyle, and they would run the junkyard. We'd go down there and to look for stuff. The gentleman, Mr. Tenorio, that would run the junkyard, would separate. He knew that there was too many poor families in Kyle, and so when people would dump the stuff, he knew that they could go to good use. So he made it almost like a resource store, but it wasn't a store to sell. It was a store for people to acquire things. So he would separate the furniture, he would separate the wood, he would separate the bicycles, separate the items, and we'd go down there and rummage through. A lot of people would, families would go down there on Saturdays. And
what was the name of this junkyard?
Oh God, I don't know. It was just in Kyle. It was behind the elementary school, and that's where they would throw all the trash. It was like I don't know what you would say, what kind of station was, because that's where the piles of trash would go, and then he would just kind of separate stuff on his own.
Do you remember that guy's name?
Mr. Tenorio?
Mr. Tenorio?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know his first name. Yeah, so he would have that, and then I came across a Marine Corps cover at that.
Like a patch?
No, cover, Marine Corps cover.
Like a helmet?
A hat, for
Okay,
people to say
sure.
hat, but the proper word is a cover. So I didn't know at the time. I just saw the Marine Corps emblem, and I was, I think, 12 years old. From that minute, I wanted to join the Marine Corps. And the cover that I found was an officer's cover. I didn't know that till I joined the Marine Corps.
Do you know what like rank it?
No, it wouldn't. Covers don't have rank.
Okay.
But it had the quattrofoil that's up on top, and that's an officer's cover. So when I saw that, definitely wanted to join the Marine Corps.
Alrighty.
Oh man. So,
Yeah, sure. And that's actually a great place to.
hey, what is that? Run schematic, and the schematic will give us color codes, wires, everything where they lead, and then we try to go from point A to point B and see if we can disconnect. If we disconnect and our light goes dim, then we know there's where it's at. That's where it's at. Okay? Alrighty. 512-757-0651.
That's it.
Okay. Now tell my wife that you're retired.
Well, now the doctor who's there now, I hired her like 15 years ago.
Okay.
And so she's been there
Oh,
all this
awesome.
time. And that's why.
So
all of
yeah.
your records are still
Oh,
there.
great. Okay,
So
good.
she's got everything.
Because mine never changes. It's just
Yeah.
the same.
Right.
I gotta get the surgery, Doctor Who or whatever
Yeah,
that was.
Dr. Who, yeah.
He's been wanting to get me over there, and
Yeah.
he won't give me no prescription. He's like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta get it fixed.
Right.
And I just get by.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, awesome. Yeah, well, she's great. So go see
Okay.
her.
I sure will.
She'll take
Well,
good
thank
care
you.
of you.
All
You
right.
bet. Good luck
All
finding
right.
that
No problem.
gremlin.
Take care. That was my eye doctor.
Two Adams?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Hey, automotive, is that? Tell him, Marco. Man, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It just gets busier and busier on Fridays because
No,
people
I
start
appreciate
people
your
start
time.
picking up their cars and stuff. Yeah, I had to tell my wife that Adam Pratt is retired, so if she calls, well, they're gonna let her know. They're gonna let her know because she's gonna call.
Was he an eye doctor?
Yeah,
cool.
he does the eye test at Walmart.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
at Walmart, Adam Pratt.
That's real nice. Okay, on the topic of jobs, gosh, so you've had auto shop for 14 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me, I don't know what's.
Yeah,
Sorry, you can get that.
it's gonna be
Yeah, sure.
A&A Automotive. Is Adam? Hello? Hey, buddy. Yeah, okay. On your vehicle, it is ready to go. We don't need no coils. We don't need no spark plugs. It runs like a dream. Now we... All right, buddy. We do go to lunch from 12 to 1, but we are here to 5 o'clock. All righty. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Bob.
What time is it?
What time is it right now? 10:36.
Okay, cool. Can you speak a little bit to what it's been like, just taking orders and servicing the
Great.
cars of the town?
Great. I don't think I would do anything different. I love it. The people have taken me in, and from the majority of my customers come from when I worked at Davis Tire, and I fixed flats and did oil changes and did state inspections. I got to meet most of my customers then, and so they've stayed loyal to me since that. Very loyal customers. I'm losing a lot of the customers. They are, I am 61, so it puts them at about 81. Because when I was a young boy, at 20, they were 40, or they were professionals that were maybe a little bit older. So the majority of them are all gone.
Did you ever have any moments where you may have had your car fixed by someone and then
Yes,
now you're doing
yes,
the same for them?
yes. That was a big thing, but it didn't put me to do that. Hold on a second. Let me call you back, honey. Okay, look. Yes, but it didn't change my mind to say that I was going to go into the automotive business. Yes, we paid to have our car repaired here in town. I was working in Austin, and I needed my car. We only had one car. We're like a lot of families that only have one car. So it's very crucial to make sure that not only you diagnose it proper, that you fix it proper. And the money that is spent is very crucial to a lot of people, because a lot of people don't have it, or they have to borrow the money. So it's very important that you try to do the best you can. And yes, so I paid to have my car done. Paid about $400 back in the early 80s, and
More than now.
made it about a mile, and the car blew up.
Wow.
And spoke to the owner, and the owner was very aggressive and very upset, and says that I was a young boy mistreating the car and abusing the car, and that's how the car blew up. And I said, no, sir, I was not doing that. All I did is I left your shop, and I tried to make 35, and I couldn't even make it up to 35, and the car blew up. I said, so I'm asking you nicely, take that carburetor off, because I didn't need the carburetor. And I don't know how you put a carburetor on it, but it did.
Is that what caused the...
No, it was another issue that he didn't find. And he kept saying that it was a carburetor. But I was a young boy. I didn't know anything I knew about cars. I knew about where the oil went and where the water went, but that's as far as I knew what a car did. So I was very gullible to everything. So I was dependent on people to be trustworthy on their word. I'm a person of word. I give you my handshake, and that's all I need. I don't need no contracts. I don't need anything else. I give you my word, and if I fail you, I want the opportunity to make it right. I'll do whatever it takes to make it right. I don't want to fail you in any way, shape, or form. Just do the right thing is all I've ever wanted to do.
It's a good code of ethics.
Yes.
And did you, back to the question, did you ever have a moment where, you, either at this shop or another one, where you serviced someone who you knew in the past?
I don't understand the question.
Like for example, maybe someone fixed your car, and then they come to your shop 20 years later, and you fix their car.
No.
No. Okay. Well, can you?
No, I've been in the business too long to know.
Yeah. I guess, what do you enjoy most about it?
I guess the ability to try to help people. Not the ability, knowing the customer that's on the other side of the counter, knowing part of their history, knowing part of their family, knowing where they work, knowing that they only work 20 hours, the pride that gives me that he will save 2 or 3 months to come to see me, knowing that it's the expense of a shop to come here and save his money and spend it with me, and knowing that how he struggles to save that money, and to trust me and believe in me enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna take my car to Adam.
You make sure it's well spent.
To make sure it's well spent, and to watch over him, and know that fact that who they are, and not to treat them any different from anybody else. Not to be prejudiced on who they are, like Mr. Pratt that just left. No, knowing that he's on a white suit doctor, and now Mr. Pratt's just on a baseball cap.
Wow.
With jeans. He's still Mr. Pratt to me.
That's true.
He's still Mr. Pratt. He reserves that respect. All people reserve that respect.
Alrighty, thank you. Treating people, with dignity and respect, obviously very important.
Yes, sir.
Did you have any early on in your life? Did you have any, foundational moments or experiences that gave you, or helped you develop your views of what respect and dignity is?
Yes,
for other
my
people?
dad, my stepdad. I had a stepdad, and the way I was treated when I was a young boy in 3rd grade, that we weren't allowed to ride the bus here in San Marcos.
Wow.
Yeah, we're Hispanic, so the bus driver was white, and
Really?
he didn't feel that Hispanics should ride the bus, so he threw us off the bus.
Gosh.
And then the people didn't allow us in the swimming pool because they said Hispanics dirty the water. So that carried with me that I didn't want you disrespect for anybody. That it wasn't color, wasn't race, wasn't hate. That we hated him. We lived next to Grins, right down the street from Grins, and we go to school at Travis. So we had to get up pretty early.
Where's Travis?
Travis is on.
It's on the other side of I-35?
You know where the stadium is?
Yeah, okay, it's by there?
And you know where the old golf, I don't know, the
Yeah.
golf course
Yes,
that y'all bought,
yes.
Texas State?
Yeah.
That's the school.
Okay.
So
interesting.
we had to walk all the way over there.
Gosh, a lot of walking.
Yeah, every morning to make sure we got there on time. But our challenge was, and we were too ignorant to understand this because we were little kids in 3rd grade. our challenge was to make sure that we got there before he got there.
The bus driver?
The bus driver.
Wow.
We didn't know any better. We didn't know that he had a route and had to go around town and pick up kids, and that's why he didn't get there. But it was our challenge to get there and go, ha, 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 ha. We're here. We made it before you did. We didn't have anger and hate. Now, my sister, it affected her. She talked about it 2 years ago. And my sister's 2 years older than I am. And it affected her a lot. It really affected her. She wanted to know why he did what he did. Why were we thrown off the bus?
Do you remember that person's name?
No, I had no idea what the bus driver's name was.
How many other siblings do you have?
We're 12 total in the family. Yeah, we're 12.
How many do you keep in touch with?
Probably 5. 5.
Okay, are y'all all from the Kyle San Marcos area?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Where's most of them headed out to?
Most of them, ones I keep in touch with, they're all local. But other than that, they're Dallas, Illinois, New Mexico, and them far away. We don't seem to keep in touch with each other. We just kind of faded away from each other.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, it happens. They got their own lives. People grow up. You have your own families. You have your own values. You have your own friends.
Yeah, and you just try and do what you can for those around you,
yeah,
right?
Correct. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. Yes, super. Phone ringing off the wall. Yes, and you're not going to believe who showed up to drop off his vehicle. Adam Pratt. Yeah, he's looking for a place to work on his truck. And he's fully retired. No, he said that lady that was with him 15 years ago, she's the one that does it. Yeah. Yeah, he's not even wearing glasses anymore. He doesn't remember he would always wear glasses? Yeah, and so it was hard. I could kind of recognize him, and then he was just blue jeans, t-shirt, and a ball cap. So I was trying, I kind of recognized him, and then when he said his name, I'm like, you're Adam Pratt. Yeah. Whatever's available. Well, it's Friday today. So just fish sticks or bean and cheese. Or you know what? I pick up a cheese pizza on the way. Yeah, I'll pick one up. Oh yeah, there'll be plenty of time. It's dead. It's gonna be over at Little Caesar stuff. Muerto, todo está muerto. Oh my God. Hombre. Yeah, but it fluctuates. It fluctuates. Alrighty. Kevin, bye. Oh, it ain't gonna.
We're almost done.
Ain't a automotive, is that? Telemarketers. It's 90% telemarketers now. But Texas State was good to me as a kid. Texas State, I don't know who ran Texas State in 73, but man, Texas State was good to us. They would allow us to go into their gym.
The rec center up there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I think it's a music center now.
Oh,
Used to be
really?
the
By
gym.
the lake?
Yeah.
Wow,
No. Over here, Grins.
Oh, by a Grins?
Yeah, you go to the guard shed.
Okay.
Y'all's music center.
Yeah.
Where they do the music.
Yeah.
Where y'all teach the music.
Yeah.
That used to be a gym.
My neighbor's a music professor at the university. I'm going to be interviewing him.
Oh wow!
Later
And
this week, hopefully.
they were real good to us as kids.
Yeah.
They let us go into the gym. They let us play. They let us get on the ropes, and they would just say, "Look, don't mess up the area. Just keep everything in order, and we're good with y'all coming in here."
Gosh, I guess there's two last things I'd like to touch on. One of them about Texas State. So has the university been here for as long as you've been around?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How have you seen the relationship between the university and the town play out?
It's
during
sad.
your time here?
It's sad because this is a very poor town, and now it's become a little bit different from the way I grew up. But the Texas State gave the ability for a lot of locals to get a job, because a lot of people that I grew up with didn't have the means to have a good enough car to get up to Austin and get the extra $2 an hour, get the extra pay. So we were limited to where we could actually work. A lot of people, blue collar, school wasn't a good school, didn't have a lot of higher education people coming out of the school. At least the people that I know, the people that I grew up with. Lack of reading ability, lack of education, the system running them through and allowing them just to graduate without really having any credentials. So most of that led to not a good quality job. Don't have skills or the ability to get into a good quality job. So didn't have the vehicles. So Texas State offered that opportunity for a lot of people to work locally.
Like at the university?
At the university,
Okay.
because the university or San Marcos is, I call it a 5-mile radius, because it's one solid circle. If you were to get onto a helicopter and look at San Marcos as a whole, it's basically a 5-mile radius of where you go, and everything's accessible to you.
Yeah.
So yes, that was the other hard thing, is when the college does leave, it leaves everybody holding the bag.
Yeah, that's.
And
I've heard it's Texas State's world.
correct.
From
And it takes away, not only does it take away from the local business owners, the independent. I don't approve of the mom and pop word. I don't approve of that at all. I think that's.
There's no mom at A&A.
I think that's. I'm trying to think of the right word, but it's more of a cuss word to me. Everybody that owns a business puts all their effort into their business, and when they shut down, it hurts, because they've lost their employees, they've lost their customers, and the will to continue on a lot of part of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Got it? How you been?
Good.
Long time no see.
I know. Is this what you needed?
That's the right one.
Two?
Hopefully it's not the left one. Let me look at it right quick. It's right here.
Sorry. Anyways, last thing. If you were to share a life lesson with with our audience, what would you say?
It's been a hard road. Never give up. Never give up. Respect comes in different shapes and forms. Very important to never lose track of our respect for our elders that set the pathway for all of us. Never to, hard to say it, to find means to always try to be in peace with yourself, and always try to find peace and how maybe you can help someone, and start by waving at someone so they can feel the presence of happiness and joy. I think that's the biggest thing.
Hey, thanks so much for
Thank
your
you,
time. It was a
Sorry we weren't able
pleasure
to
interviewing
talk right
you.
and
No, you're
do
fine.
things
Thanks so
right,
much
but-
for sharing your story.
And I apologize. I didn't mean it in a bad way for the bus driver. I didn't want to expose the prejudice, because this is a town they don't talk about it. They hide it.
I mean-
but there's every time that we are sat down with a lot of the elderly people, that's the first thing that comes about this town. Yeah. And it's hard, you know. I didn't mean it in that way. I meant it in the way that the joy that my brothers and sisters would find to make sure that we got there before he got there. That was my number one thing, is that part of it, the joy to know that, and the people along the way that helped us, and the fact that my dad left, and left my mom with 6 kids.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for the welfare being there, and I know people hate the welfare, but
I mean, it's super helpful.
It got us where we're at today. If it wasn't for the welfare, they're the ones that put us in the house. They're the ones that would help my mom put food on the table when my dad was gone. You know, and I don't know the story behind my dad. You know, nobody's ever talked about it.
Really? When's the last? Have you met him?
I got to meet him in 81.
Wow.
I got to meet him in 81. I was 16 years old and met my dad, and I got to spend a summer with him. And he was an alcoholic, and he didn't have an education, and he kind of lived. I was a part of 2 different parents. My stepdad, that also didn't have an education, but had a brain of an engineer, beyond an engineer, and had the ability to advance himself on his own, to be a supervisor and such a big company. And my real dad, he didn't have that ability. He rode a bicycle, worked cleaning yards, worked cleaning sites, and I worked with him at cleaning sites. We'd go to like home builder, Jack, trying to think of, I can't even think of his name right now. But Jack allowed my dad to work for him, and Jack knew he was an alcoholic, but Jack knew that he wasn't operating any vehicles or operating anything that could hurt someone. So
Okay.
Jack would allow him to drink his beer at lunch, because he knew that was the only way he could make it through the day. So, and then my stepdad, it was tough. I had a real bad life. That's why I ran away from home. But then I came back and I forgave him, because I realized that we don't get a choice when you become a father. They don't bring you up. Your parents don't bring you up, at least the way I ever saw it. They don't bring you up to teach you how to love and care. They teach you how to provide, and that you're a man and you have to provide, and you have to put food on the table, and you don't take from nobody. And my stepdad was that person. He helped a lot of people, and he never questioned it. We'd go and we'd repair their houses, and they would pay, or they couldn't pay. And when they couldn't pay, My stepdad never went around, oh, that sorry ass Bill, that son of a biscuit eater, he owes me $200 and I'm gonna whoop his ass for it. He'd go on to the next stage and the next family that needed help. And me and my brother, he taught us everything. And then we became best of friends before he passed away.
When did he pass away?
He passed away about 15 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
What was his name again?
Antonio Mosqueda. Yeah, so.
Very
Yeah.
inspiring.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they'd be
Yeah,
very proud of you.
Give me 1 second, okay? Call you right back. I'll call you right back. Okay. So yeah, it was a tough road, man. It's still a tough road. I don't look down on any man.
Yeah.
I don't look down on any man. I don't pride myself either that I'm become or accomplish anything better than any. The 90% of the people that knew me that I was following the same road that my real dad was. I was an alcoholic. That was the reason I left the Marine Corps. Because the Marine Corps, I asked for help. They didn't give me no help. They didn't see that there was an issue being an alcoholic in the Marine Corps. That was a normal.
Yeah.
It was a normal. So I
So
decided on my own that I was no longer going to embarrass myself or embarrass my son. My son had just started school. And I swore to myself that I wouldn't embarrass my wife, myself, or my son. So I woke up one morning, and to this day, I will never be able to give anybody any kind of advice, but I quit drinking cold turkey completely. Before, I would go to the bar, spend the money that was supposed to go to the family, supposed to go to my son, supposed to go to my wife, and I would sit there and order 2 shots and 3 beers just to start. And come Friday, we didn't have the money to pay the bills because I spent it.
How long have you been sober?
That was 89.
Wow. So you've been sober since 89?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Never touched it ever again. Yeah.
Thanks so much
Well, thank you.
for sharing your
No
story.
problem.
I was thinking if I could get a portrait of you.
Okay.
And then maybe just some quick footage of like the shop.
Okay.
Okay.
Where did you want the?
I was thinking outside by the
Okay.
thing, but we could finish with that.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Let's
Out here.
yeah.